didn't wait for him, and the horse really responded when you asked him to go, Jack.
Yeah, I found the front a lot easier than I expected. I mean, I didn't even expect to be there. Probably it looked to be a bit more speed on paper than there really turned out to be. And once he got there, yeah, he bowled along just at a nice speed, and he's a very fast horse, and led tonight, settled beautiful, and yeah, he's gonna win these fair share races just with the speed he's got.
Draw possibly behind the leader makes it even a better opportunity, and then you win the race, makes it even sweeter.
Yeah, that's right, Rob. I was always sweating on him getting a run. He was going to be in the right spot. He's actually been going quite good without sort of much luck. So tonight, as I said, the favours were going to be there, hopefully, and as it turned out, they were. So.
Yeah, he just needs that type of run, doesn't he, to be in the finish. He's got that good little gate speed. He's a good sit and sprint horse. Probably when he's got to do that little bit extra, he just sort of comes back to the field a little bit. But tonight, it was just everything was perfect for him, and he deserved the win.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, he's got a lot of mates there. It's that hard now. They run halves in 55, 56. If you're on the track, you can't beat them. You know, just goes to show today. The night they run half 56, and he's on the fence. If he was off the fence, he probably wouldn't have won.
Found the lead and fought on really well, Glenn.
Yeah, he did a good job. He ran a good race here last Monday in same grade, so I thought with the run under his belt, and Courtney was pretty happy with him, so I thought he'd maybe a good chance if he could get a nice first half, and that's the way it worked out.
That's the way it worked out. Rock and Roll Noah looked like he was going to really challenge half up to straight, but your bloke fought on well.
Yeah, he did. He dug in really good, so it was a good sign. For old horses, some of them, they like to give up the ghost a bit. They've been around that often, but he dug in really good, and yeah, he finished it off real good.
He always seems to race well, and he did the job again tonight.
Yeah, he did. Look, tonight's the personal best time, I would have thought, by about a good 3 seconds, and that's really pleasing because no matter how much work you put into him, he always thrives on racing. He showed that last time. The more racing he did, the better we got, and unfortunately we didn't get to see the best of him until he got injured. I always said, you know, the best is yet to come, and, you know, to my great pleasure, he's picked up where he's left off and built on that, and that was a great first up performance. I'm wrapped.
Produced him second up and got the job done.
Yeah, thank you, Rob. He's a nice little horse, and I've had a bit of a pretty good run on him. I think we ran third in I think it was the Breeders' Crown final or the Vic Bred final, and he ran a real super race that night, and the way he felt that night wasn't that far off how he felt tonight. So Jeffrey's got him back in perfect order, and he always produces his horse as well, so it's a credit to him.
Yeah, you made a move, came into it strongly, and he really hit the line well.
Yeah, well, when the pace eased early, it was a perfect time to put him into the race, and I was hoping that Kez would come around. She did, and gave him a perfect 1-1 trip, and he's a pretty fast little horse, as you can tell by last quarter. So I was glad they didn't go too hard down the back, as he was probably he hasn't got that hard race fitness yet, but it worked out perfect.
I'm not sure whether you wanted to hold the front or we're happy to take the trail, but whichever way, it worked out well for you.
Yeah, it sure did. No, plan A was obviously to try and kick through and hold the front if possible, but realistically looking at it, you know, there was a couple of speed horses out wide that obviously one of those being the eventual leader and favourite, which were good to sit behind as a plan B option. So either way, she looked well placed tonight, and Mick's produced her in terrific form as he always does with his horses, and yeah, she got the job up the straight.
She's a good mare, and certainly her record speaks for that. That was a 10th win from 20 starts, 6 placings, so she's really only missed a place 4 of her 20.
Yeah, exactly right. No, she had a terrific record, and you know, she competed at the highest level, you know, right from the start of her career. And you know, sometimes that's hard for horses that compete at a high level as juveniles. Sometimes don't make it through to you know, to compete at a high level as they get older. But yeah, she's progressed nicely, and I think she's going to measure up to some nice races down the track.
Did everything right, got in a beautiful spot early.
Yeah, things worked out well. He came through well early and enrolled broke, and we were able to lob the 1-1, which was sort of perfect for him.
Travelled well. Tempo was solid, wasn't it, all the way through?
Yeah, they ran pretty strong. Lead time was okay, and then they sort of gradually quickened up after that.
Hit the line well. Still some in reserve.
He sort of sprinted real quick to him and got a metre past, and then sort of half switched off a little bit. But when I give him a couple of flicks, he knuckled down again.
All of a sudden, she grabbed a bit and off she went.
Yeah, I just had to nurse her around that last bend a bit. She's done that before a couple of times. Sometimes she trots a bit better than others, but yeah, she trotted pretty good up the straight when she had to.
What, was she just trotting awkwardly, or you just weren't game enough to sort of hunt her through that turn?
Yeah, they sort of got sprinting up down the back, and she just got a bit off balance around that last bend, and took her a while to smooth out. And then, like most horses, if they do that, they've lost their chance. But she was good enough to get her momentum back and keep coming all the way to the line.
Allowed you to get this horse back into a rhythm and back into his normal breathing tempo, and then utilise what his biggest strength is his speed.
Yeah, he's super quick. I've probably only sat behind one other horse that's as quick as him, and that's Hector JJ. So he's a super cool horse, and I mean to burn like he did at the start, and then to rip off last half like that with Plug still in, that's pretty cool.
It is cool. That was this horse's 16th win from 27 starts, and just talking to Bill and Ann, and they sort of alluded to this horse is probably starting to mature now, and he's starting to work out what racing's all about. And in particular, when you get engaged in an early battle like that, that can bring a lot of horses undone. But he was able to cop that pressure and then regroup and go again.
No, he really did, and what's really good about him as well is after you sort of really ask him to open up like that, he comes straight back to me and allows himself to get a breather as well, and that's a real good quality as well.
He's come back with a little bit of a scare, but a good scare, because he was able to recover and then come away and win very well.
Yeah, it was really good. I think that was my fault around the turn. He wanted to lay in a little bit, and I probably checked him off a little bit too hard, but luckily he recovered really well and, could just sort of race away, and, he was really good.
Have you driven this horse before?
Only once at the trials, a couple of weeks ago at Shepparton, and I really liked him then. He looked to have been, settling a bit better, and he felt like he did tonight as well. So now he'll be a really nice horse, I think.
Looking forward to hearing you on RSN tomorrow morning. If I keep talking to Chris for another 29 minutes, it'll be morning time, and we'll be ready to go to stall tomorrow, Chris.
Yeah, not wrong, Rob. Bit of a late finish, but it's always good when you finish like this.
Nice type, this bloke. He was very impressive winning at Cranbourne, where he settled back in the field, a little bit green at the start, but certainly when he let down, he found a few gears, and very similar to tonight. You were pretty aggressive to get him up there early. Had to work a bit harder, but I think the beauty about it is coming to the turn when you sort of asked him to switch on again, he looked like there was a couple of gears underneath him.
Yeah, he's still a little green and doesn't know a lot. He had Adrian said 1 trial and now 2 starts, and he brushed up good and then just dropped the bit down the back straight, and then when it was time to go, just give the plugs a kick out and whoosh off he went again.